Hi folks, Dr. Miller welcoming you to a syllabus review in our Finance 620 Financial Management course. Our course description focuses on the application of financial theory and concepts for management decision making, with a special emphasis on the practical aspects of finance. Students will learn how to analyze a company's financial statement in our research project and practice financial planning. We will evaluate the capital investment process, the capital corporate restructuring process, as well as examining financial distress and bankruptcy. Additionally, students explore the financial decision-making process relating to working capital management and international finance. There are 6 basic learning outcomes in our course. Upon successful completion of the course, students should have a better idea of how to evaluate a corporate restructuring, expansion through mergers and acquisitions, especially an understanding of how their current organization's corporate structure affects their employment. We also analyze the financial flows of a company and forecast the consequences of various decisions and alternatives. Our research project and coursework will take us through many of these learning outcomes and help us assess our results with these outcomes. We'll also evaluate a company for the purpose of investment, acquisition, or as a management performance measure using techniques such as ratio analysis that we'll also practice in our research project. Our textbook is the 10th edition of Corporate Finance published by McGraw-Hill. We'll be using Learn Smart in the course, really pretty much instead of PowerPoints. And I wanted just to briefly review here what Learn Smart is, and you'll see it at work in our course. Learn Smart is a new series of adaptive learning features fueled by Learn Smart, a widely used adaptive learning resource made available by McGraw-Hill. The Learn Smart Advantage Suite does this by ensuring that each student is deliberately practicing the concepts that they need to learn or are struggling with, and identifying and bringing the student back to the content that the student is most likely to forget. Please review in the syllabus, especially beginning at the top of page 3, the textbook and technology policy. Important to understanding that it is expected you have a backup situation that would accommodate the likelihood of your internet being interrupted. Extensions in our course are rare. Extensions are usually something rare and extreme, something of a very unusual nature. The MBA final assessment policy here at Davenport University, under the MBA Master of Business Administration classes, the MBA classes require a C or better on the final assessment in order for the student to receive a passing grade in the course. In our course, we will use the final research paper as our final course assessment project. Take time to carefully review the late policy beginning on page 4 of the syllabus. It's very specific. Generally speaking, late work is not supported in our learning environment. I encourage you to understand that work is expected to be submitted on time. The syllabus also contains the standardized grading scale for use in our course. Also shows how the course grade determination is broken down by 1,000 points. You'll see a word grid showing that the form topic responses, for example, done weekly for each of the 7 weeks is worth a total of 195 points or 20%. Your forum discussion responses throughout the term is worth a total of 10%. So forum topic essay and discussion work is worth a total of 30%. Each of the 6 weekly quizzes is worth 30 points for a total of 180 points or 18% of the final grade. The research paper, the final course assessment, is worth 220 points or 22% of the final grade. We have our comprehensive final assessment in week 7, worth 200 points or 20% of the final grade. Note also that there are 7 weekly reflections. Weeks 1 through 6 are worth 10 points. The final 7th week reflection is the Learn Smart reflection, worth 40 points and 4% of the course final grade. Beginning on the bottom of page 5 of the syllabus and continuing through page 6 and page 7 is a week-by-week description of the assignments and what is due and when. You'll see that this pattern repeats throughout the class. For example, on day 2 of each week, the forum topic essays are due. Beginning on week 3, the forum topic discussion or response comments are due. Weekly quizzes and reflection items are due on week 7 of each week. Let's see what else. Assignment descriptions of each of the assignments is detailed quite adequately, beginning on page 8 of the syllabus, together with a rubric for how discussion work is graded. Beginning on page 9 and continuing through page 12, I believe, is a very detailed rubric of the final research paper. You need to really be aware of this because it shows exactly what's required, the diagnostic categories, the ratios to be used, the information that's required in the paper. Provide a very detailed review of what's expected in the research paper in the course. Let's see. In sum, the final research paper is due in week 6. The final exam is due in week 7. I look forward to working with each of you in the course. Hope you will enjoy the rigorous work in the course, including each of the weekly forum topic essays. If you have any questions or comments, please email me, and I look forward to working with each of you throughout the course. Thanks.